Well, they have one of the winningest coaches in the state, and they are returning many of their starters. Tonight's countdown to kickoff takes us to Pacelli to see the Pacelli Cardinals. Despite a 5-5 season last year, the Cardinals are hoping for big things this year, and experience will be the key. On offense, the Cardinals will start 10 seniors and 1 junior. And their head coach for over 30 years, Bob Raychuk, is counting on a tough non-conference schedule to get them ready for the conference opener.
As the season goes on here, you know, we hope we get better, and you know, we've got 4 non-conference games, so then you know, we hope we're ready when the conference starts rolling around in 4 weeks.
And hopes are high for Pacelli. Despite a playoff loss last year, they have set some high goals for themselves this year.
Ever since we've been in about 6th grade, about all my friends that are seniors now, we've been looking really forward this year, and we're looking to win a state championship. That's our main goal.
And the countdown to kickoff continues tonight at 10, when we will take a look at the Nakusa.
That's right, Brad. Colby looking for a big season under their head coach, Jeff Rosemeyer. And Channel 7's Bill Messina, out covering the Highlight Zone beat for us tonight, has more on the Hornets opener at Stevens Point. Bill?
Well, guys, the Colby Hornets are promising to have a pretty harsh sting in '98. They're coming off making the level 3 in the state playoffs last year. Today, they're taking on a team, Stevens Point Pacelli, another team that made some playoffs, and they're flipping over the start of football in Stevens Point. Early on, you could see Colby's playoff experience here. A nice little dump pass to Lee Kordowski, good for about a 10-yard gain. And then Colby's at it again with another nice screen pass here to Maynard Stange. Very nice, showing a little stiff arm there and a tough play in for the touchdown, 21-6. And trying to come back, Stevens Point Pacelli, a little razzle-dazzle here, reverse to Ty West. But in this one, it just wasn't enough, as Colby goes on to a 21-3 win. And things are looking tough there. Now let's move right on.
High school football, Stevens Point Pacelli said, "Hello, Newman." Bunch of Cardinals going at it. 14-0 Pacelli in the second, and that is Andy Cashin making it 21-0 Pacelli. Pacelli defense was strong. Nick Bandock brought down by Chris McCartan on the sack. Pacelli all smiles today. Pacelli, Andy Cashin, cashing in. 29-yard touchdown. Pacelli Cardinals beat the Newman Cardinals 41-0. We've got Stevens Point Pacelli taking on Marshfield Columbus. 70s night, a lot of bad clothes. Looked like TV9 in the newsroom. Second quarter, 21-6 Pacelli. That's Ty West, 12 yards on the first down. Very next play, or on the next play, I should say. The handoff to reverse the pitch. We know it as the flea flicker. Steve Wycheck to Chris McCartan, 46 yards. Pacelli wipes out Columbus, 42.
Football tournament will be held tomorrow. Newsline 9 will have highlights from at least 5 games. Tonight it was round 1 of the private school tournament. 8-1 Stevens Point Pacelli hosting 3-6 Chippewa Falls McDonald. 32-0 Pacelli at half. Andy Cashin on the outside picks up some big yards, pulled down at the 3 by Chippewa Falls. 3 plays later, it was Cashin from 2 yards out. Pacelli dominated tonight, 39-0. They move on, but Wisconsin Rapids Assumption does not. They were beat by Roncalli 27-6. Several area volleyball teams
other stuff as well. Tonight may not be sports scene or even, yes, the sky blue shirts, but we've got plenty of action. WIAA Level 2 playoffs engaged tomorrow afternoon, but 2 key battles for area WSA teams tonight. Chippewa Falls McDonald at Stevens Point Pacelli. The Max, quite an underdog tonight. First quarter, no score, but Pacelli driving. Steve Wyzek, it's Greg Tremmel, a great pass right in the corner of the end zone. 23-yard touchdown pass, 6-0 Cards. Second quarter, the Pacelli defense, Badger-like. Mark Schwartz causing a world of red for Bobby Swoboda. And on the very next play off of the punt return with the Monday Night Football-style shooting there, very nice. Ty West, more fearsome than Adam West. And he looks better when he runs, too. Gathers up ahead of steam. 55-yard punt return, 12-0 Pacelli. Still in the second quarter, Pacelli looking to close this one out. And Wyzek again over the middle, this time again to Greg Tremmel for the touchdown pass. That makes it 18-0 Pacelli. We hit the board as Stevens Point Pacelli wins 39-0. So McDonald's season ends at 3-7.
One other local game to check on tonight. Stevens Point Pacelli hosted Milwaukee University School in the WSA Division III semifinal. So the winner of this going to state. Second quarter, Pacelli up 7-0. Ty West, 53 yards on the touchdown run. Look at the moves. Oh, man, he had 53 yards just in the first 10, and then he goes. Great play, and it was 14-0 Pacelli. Third quarter, still 14-0 Pacelli. Andy cashing in again, 48 yards on the touchdown run. And then in the fourth quarter at Milwaukee University School, finally gets on the board, down 21-0. Jason Pierce hits John Bertram for the 10-yard score, 21-8. Pacelli puts it away. Andy cashed in with a 3-yard touchdown run. They make it 28-8. The final, 28-16.
This team play last week, and they didn't look as quick as they were out here today, and they really came out and did a good job of hitting, and really gave us a game for it. I think our quickness paid off here at the end here. And
oh, we'll be working hard this week, guaranteed. We'll be running a lot, hitting, just getting prepared for all the team we play.
Pacelli now 10-1 on the season. They're going to state. They'll take on either Regis or Manitowoc. Roncalli, they play tomorrow. Marshfield.
The Stevens Point Pacelli football team may not look imposing when it takes the football field, but the scores of the Cardinals games this season would make any opponent cringe. As Brad Preter reports, Pacelli hopes to continue its winning streak and end the season with a state championship.
Tuesday's weather wasn't exactly conducive to outdoor practice, but the Cardinals can handle the elements. Pacelli has been tough all season, carrying a 10-game winning streak into Saturday's WSAW Division III championship game.
Well, our first goal was to win the conference championship, and then, as soon as we won that, then our next goal was to try to get down to Madison and play down there. And we accomplished that goal. Since a
season-opening loss to still undefeated Colby, the Cardinals have found nothing but success. In fact, Pacelli has outscored its opponents 360-75 this season. The Cardinals may not be bigger than their opponents, but they certainly have been better.
That line has been undersized just about every single game, but with our quickness and our use your brain a lot, you can do a lot more than just size.
That line has cleared plenty of holes for senior running backs Andy Cashin and Ty West, who have combined to rush for nearly 1,900 yards on the season.
With Cashin back there, it makes my job a lot easier because a lot of teams key on him, and so, we just work together so well with our quarterback and receiving core with Greg Trumbull and Chris McCart and Matt Krasicki. It just makes this team, it's got every element.
Pacelli will face Manitowoc Roncalli Saturday at 11 a.m. at Camp Randall Stadium, and you can bet the Cardinals can't wait to get to Madison.
It's going to be the best feeling in the world. We're going to be so ready to play. It's going to be just amazing. I've been working for this since I was 11, and that would just be the best thing to do, is to win the state championship.
In Stevens Point, Brad Preter, News 7 Sports.
Newsline 9's Gary Burleski has more on the senior running back.
Thanks to the powerful legs of running back Andy Cash and the Stevens Point Pacelli Cardinals will be playing in the WSAW Division III championship game on Saturday. Cash and rushed for 182 yards and 3 touchdowns in the Cardinals semifinal win over Milwaukee University High School Friday night.
Our line blocked very well. And they opened up some huge holes in those cross shots. I think we kind of, caught them by surprise on a couple plays, and I was able to break through there and have some big runs.
Success for Cashin is nothing new. The past 2 years, he's rushed for over 1,000 yards and been the conference back of the year in that time. While Cashin gives his line much of the credit for his success, it's Cashin who makes their job a little easier.
Sometimes if you miss your block or you're not sustaining well, he still gets through there and goes for an extra 5-10 yards, and that makes you look a lot better.
For longtime Pacelli head coach Bob Rochik, having a successful Cashin is becoming a tradition. Rochik coached Andy's father, Tom, and Andy's older brother, Sean.
It's a whole Cashin family. I had his dad play for me here many, many years ago, and then, we had his older brother playing. He did, and he just done he's just come from a good athletic family, and he works hard.
Andy wraps up his high school career Saturday morning in the WSAW Division III championship game at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. Gary Burleski, Newsline 9 Sports, Stevens Point.
Thanks, Gary. If you'd like to nominate someone for the TV9 Athlete of the Week, please give us a call or drop us a line. The Cardinals have been busy this week getting ready for their trip to Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. The Cardinals used a strong running game to defeat Milwaukee University in the semis, and the Cards hope to continue their 10-game win streak.
I guess we're feeling that we've, got part of our goal, met, and we've always been thinking that ever since 6th grade that we were going to make it down here our senior year and make it to Madison. And now we just want to win it.
You know, what we're hoping for is that, you know, we play a real good ball game.
That Pacelli game coming up at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning in Madison. We'll have coverage of that tomorrow.